Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, then you go. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bike and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. Ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you go. And I got it, and I got it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All eyes are on Mike Evans. He was a popular target his last time out. Over 180 yards receiving. It's the Bucs and the Saints. All that and more. Coming up next.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty...
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Slant pass complete to Olave. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a... And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Davis now. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Davis. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That strategy there, Brandon, third down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. And it's bombs away right there. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down at 6 now from the 42. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Brady now on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Davis. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Kamara up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Davis. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A good start for him in this one here in the first quarter. He's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
I know the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point. This could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette, a first down carry. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Brady now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender over that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he came through for them on this drive. No surprise. And they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Davis. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And this will wind up as Saints' first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run. Boy, they were successful.
staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Davis. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. On first down, Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. Looks like it'll be just a yard shy of the 5 yards. He's out at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Succop's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Fournette. Bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? From the 22, Davis for the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Davis. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Davis. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime here, and what's an 8-point...
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Throwing on first down, it's Brady.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. Brady going to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Brady again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. We're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he's thrown the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge does not way, the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And some space here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Turned into a very orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their... to 17-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Davis now. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now Davis on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Off the play fake, Davis. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Back to throw again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Davis on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but he does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. He's got Otten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field. Back now here live in New Orleans. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Davis. He completes it to Olave. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Receiver factor at Ohio State turned out an NFL-ready deep threat this year in Olave, who New Orleans jumped up to get at number 11. The Saints learned last year they need another defense breaker in their receiver room to allow a little bit of space to throw underneath. Sub 4.4 speed in the history of turning deep routes into touchdowns made Chris Olave their guy, and it gets them the first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with a lead if they make a play.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you're running in this league. I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady. Underneath, he's got Brate. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jordan Davis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they'll get this down around the 47-yard line. He's got him in. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just behind midfield. One final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into $1 million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger